Welcome to my channel Most Expensive Coins. Today, we're diving into a fascinating corner of US coin history, the 1985 quarter. Now, a lot of people have heard rumors and seen eye-catching headlines about these coins being worth insane amounts of money, some even claiming they're valued at up to $49 million. So, let's set the record straight, is this really true? And why would a common 1985 quarter have such incredible worth? So, stick around as we look at the history, errors, and potential value of the 1985 quarter. If you're a collector or just curious, this is one video you won't want to miss. Alright, let's start with some quick background. The 1985 quarter is part of what we call the Washington Quarter series. This series started in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, and it's still going strong today, though the designs have changed over the years. The design on the 1985 quarter was created by sculptor John Flanagan. His iconic image of Washington on the front has been a defining symbol for decades. On the back, we see an American eagle with outstretched wings. This design remained pretty consistent until the state quarters program launched in 1999. Now, the 1985 quarter was minted in a few different places: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most of the 1985 quarters in circulation come from the Philadelphia and Denver mints. And here's the thing, you can tell where your coin was minted by looking for a tiny letter on the front, right above the date. A P stands for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and an S for San Francisco. Now let's tackle the big question: could a 1985 quarter really be worth $49 million? As amazing as that would be, unfortunately, the answer is no. There is no standard 1985 quarter that's worth anything close to that amount. That figure likely comes from online myths or perhaps a one-of-a-kind, incredibly rare coin in pristine condition. But for your average 1985 quarter, you're not looking at millions. However, there are still some 1985 quarters that have significant value, especially if they are in top condition or have rare errors. Let's break down what collectors are actually looking for and what can make a quarter valuable. The value of any coin, including the 1985 quarter, depends heavily on its condition, also known as its grade. Coin collectors use a grading scale from 1 to 70, where higher numbers mean a coin is in better condition. Coins that are uncirculated or in mint state condition, meaning they have no wear and look almost brand new, are generally the most valuable. For example, a 1985 quarter in MS-65 condition or higher could be worth around $5 to $10, depending on demand. But if it reaches MS-67 or higher, the value can jump to over $100. Still not $49 million, but it's a good return for a coin with a face value of just 25 cents. Now, let's talk about one of the most exciting parts of coin collecting: errors. Some 1985 quarters have been found with minting errors that make them unique, and collectors go crazy for these coins. Here are a few common errors to look out for. This occurs when the coin isn't struck in the correct position, so part of the design is missing. Depending on how off-center it is, this type of error can be worth anywhere from $20 to over $100. A double die error happens when the die strikes the coin twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect. Although rare for the 1985 quarter, if you find one with a clear double die, it could be worth hundreds of dollars. This happens when the metal sheet used to create the coin blanks has a piece missing, leading to a quarter that looks like it has a bite taken out of it. These coins can sell for $20 to $50, depending on how dramatic the error is. In extremely rare cases, coins are struck on metal blanks meant for other coins, like dimes or foreign currency. These are super rare but highly valuable, sometimes worth thousands of dollars. So, what's the highest price a 1985 quarter has ever sold for? In recent years, some 1985 quarters in top mint condition have sold for several $100s at auction. For instance, a 1985 quarter graded MS-68 by PCGS or NGC might fetch upwards of $500 to $1,000. And if it's an exceptionally rare mint error, it could go even higher, although this is nowhere near $49 million, it shows that finding a valuable 1985 quarter is possible. It just requires the right combination of rarity, error, and condition. If you want to try finding a valuable 1985 quarter, here are a few steps you can follow. Yes, you could find a valuable coin just by looking through your change. While it's unlikely, people have found rare errors in circulation before, so it's worth a try. Banks often have rolls of quarters you can buy. Searching through these rolls can sometimes yield older coins or even rare errors. When examining a 1985 quarter, use a magnifying glass to spot any potential errors, like doubling or off-center strikes. Also, check the overall condition. Sharp details and no wear can mean a higher grade. If you think you have a valuable quarter, consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. While it costs a bit of money, a professional grade can boost your coin's value significantly, especially if it's in mint condition or has an error. So, is your 1985 quarter worth millions? Probably not. But could it still be valuable? Absolutely. Between high-quality uncirculated coins, rare mint errors, and unique variations, there's a chance your 1985 quarter could be worth much more than its face value of 25 cents. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new about coin collecting, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome content on coins, currency, and collectibles. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting for those valuable 1985 quarters. Next, 2006 quarter dollar United States of America. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coins, specifically, the 2006 US quarter dollar coin. Did you know that some 2006 quarters can be worth far more than their face value? In fact, there are some examples that have sold for thousands of dollars, and today, we'll find out why. So if you're a collector, or just curious about what's in your pocket change, this is a video you don't want to miss. First, let's go back in time for a quick history lesson. The 2006 U.S. quarter was part of the highly popular 50-state quarters program. This program, which started in 1999 and ran until 2008, was designed to honor each of the 50 states by releasing unique quarters for each one. The 2006 quarters included designs for Nevada, Nebraska, Colorado, North Dakota, and South Dakota. The State Quarters series is one of the most beloved in U.S. coin collecting history. It was a huge success, both in terms of public interest and for the U.S. Mint itself, which generated over $4 billion in revenue from collectors. But what makes a 2006 quarter worth more than its face value of 25 cents? Let's dive in. When it comes to the 2006 quarters, there are a few main factors that could make one worth much more than its face value. Let's break it down into the three big categories: error coins, high-grade examples, and certain limited editions. I'll explain each one, so you know. First up, let's talk about error coins. Errors are unintentional mistakes that happen during the minting process, and collectors love them. For example, you might find a 2006 quarter with a double die error, where parts of the design appear doubled. Another example could be an off-center strike, where the image is shifted from the center of the coin. These types of errors can make a regular quarter worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the error type and condition of the coin. Some error coins from 2006 have sold for as much as $5,000 at auction. The second factor is grade. Coin grading is the process of determining the condition of a coin, with a scale that ranges from poor condition to flawless, which is called mint state. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin can be. Coins that are graded MS 68 or even MS 69 out of 70 are incredibly rare and can command high prices. A perfect mint state 2006 quarter, with no scratches, discolorations, or imperfections, could easily fetch several $100s. The grading process is done by professional grading services like the Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, and they have set records for some of these 2006 quarters. Next, let's talk about special editions. In addition to the regular quarters, the U.S. Mint also issued proof versions of the 2006 quarters, specifically for collectors. These proof coins are struck with extra care, have a mirror-like finish, and usually come in protective cases. A proof 2006 quarter, especially one in near-perfect condition, can also be worth significantly more than face value. Some of these proof quarters from 2006, especially those in deep cameo condition, have sold for hundreds of dollars. So if you have a proof set at home, it's worth taking a closer look. Now, let's break down some of the specific 2006 quarters. As I mentioned earlier, this year included quarters for Nevada, Nebraska, Colorado, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Certain quarters from these states are known to have more value due to either errors, rare high-grade examples, or simply because of their unique designs that collectors are drawn to. For example, the Nevada quarter often has a higher value among collectors because of its iconic design featuring wild horses. On the other hand, the Colorado quarter, with its depiction of the Rocky Mountains, has also gained popularity among certain collectors. So just how much is a 2006 quarter worth? Well, in most cases, if you have a regular 2006 quarter in your pocket change, it's still worth 25 cents. However, if you have a coin with a unique error, or if it's in pristine, mint condition, you could be looking at a value anywhere from $5 to even $5,000. Certain high-grade examples with no visible flaws or coins with rare errors can go even higher, especially at auction. If you think you found a valuable 2006 quarter, here's what you should do. First, examine the coin closely, preferably with a magnifying glass, to look for any errors or signs that it's in high-grade condition. If you think it's valuable, consider getting it graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll provide an official grade and authentication, which can increase its resale value. If you plan to sell it, you could also take it to a local coin dealer for an appraisal. Many coin dealers are more than happy to evaluate your coin and give you an estimate of its potential worth. And there you have it. The 2006 quarter is one of those coins that can be worth so much more than its face value if you're lucky enough to find a rare version. Whether it's an error, a proof coin, or a perfect mint state example, some 2006 quarters can bring. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos about valuable coins, collectibles, and other unique treasures. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Next, 2017 quarter dollar United States. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of US coins and taking a close look at a specific quarter that's capturing the attention of collectors everywhere, the 2017 quarter dollar coin. You might have one of these quarters lying around, but did you know it could be worth a lot more than its face value? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll learn why some of these quarters could be worth big money, and we'll also uncover the fascinating history behind them. The 2017 quarter dollar coin is, of course, part of the United States Mint's America the Beautiful Quarters program. The face value is 25 cents or $0.25. But here's the thing, the US Mint struck millions of these coins, and yet, certain versions of the 2017 quarters have become incredibly valuable. We're talking big bucks here. These quarters are already circulating around the country, so you could have a rare one right in your pocket change. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane. The America the Beautiful Quarters program launched in 2010 and has celebrated the national parks and historic sites of each U.S. state and territory. The program features 56 designs in total, with each year's series highlighting different landmarks. In 2017, the U.S. Mint released 5 designs that pay tribute to historic sites like Effigy Mounds in Iowa, Frederick Douglass in Washington, D.C., Ozark National Scenic Riverways in Missouri, Ellis Island in New Jersey, and George Rogers Clark National Historical Park in Indiana. Each design is not only a beautiful representation of America's history but also carries potential value if you happen to find a rare variant. Now, let's talk about the real reason you're here, the 2017 quarter's potential value. Most quarters from 2017 are worth exactly what they say, 25 cents. However, collectors are always on the lookout for special errors, mint marks, or conditions that can skyrocket a coin's value. These errors make certain coins highly sought after by collectors and investors. For example, some 2017 quarters were minted with errors such as double dies, planchet errors, and off-center strikes. When these errors appear, they can make the coin exceptionally rare and valuable. Certain quarters with these errors have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Imagine that, a quarter worth $1,000, so, what kinds of errors should you be looking for on your 2017 quarters? Here are some key ones that have been known to increase a coin's value significantly. Look closely at the text and numbers. If you notice any doubling, especially on words like liberty or in God we trust, then you could have a double die error. These errors are incredibly rare and can drive up the value of a coin substantially. An off-center strike occurs when the coin's design isn't centered on the planchet. The more off-center it is, the rarer it is, and the more valuable it can become. Sometimes, mistakes happen even before a coin is struck. Planchet errors can result in incomplete designs or missing parts, which are also desirable to collectors. The mint mark is a small letter found near the year on a coin that tells us where it was minted, like D for Denver or P for Philadelphia. Variations in mint marks or errors in the minting process can make certain coins more collectible. Now, you might be wondering, can a 2017 quarter really be worth millions? Well, finding one in circulation worth that much is rare, but certain extremely rare coins can go for millions at auction. While a 2017 quarter might not reach that level, it could still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars if it has the right qualities. In fact, collectors and auction houses often pay a premium for coins in perfect condition, especially if they're graded as MS 67 or higher. The key is finding one with the right mix of rarity, demand, and quality. Want to try your luck and see if you have a valuable coin? Here's what to do: use a magnifying glass or coin loop to look for any irregularities on your 2017 quarters. Coins in the best condition are worth the most. Look for coins with minimal scratches or signs of wear. Search online or in collector guides to get a sense of current prices for similar coins. Sites like eBay and heritage auctions are good places to see what coins have sold for recently. If you think you have a rare or valuable 2017 quarter, you might want to get it graded by a professional coin grading service. This gives buyers confidence in the coin's value. Before we wrap up, here are a few final tips for coin collectors out there. Remember, coin collecting is as much about passion and history as it is about value. While finding a valuable 2017 quarter is exciting, enjoy the journey of learning about U.S. history and appreciating the craftsmanship behind each coin. And who knows, you might just find a valuable coin in your next pocket change. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2017 quarter dollar and want more content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Let us know in the comments if you found any rare coins in your collection. Happy hunting, and see you in the next video. Next, 1994 quarter dollar United States of America. Today, we're diving deep into one of the more surprising coins out there, the 1994 United States quarter dollar. It's just a regular quarter, right? Well, not so fast. Some of these coins are worth much more than just 25 cents, and a few might even blow your mind with their current value. First, let's get to know a bit about the 1994 quarter and what makes it so interesting. This quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932, celebrating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design features the classic profile of Washington on the obverse, or head's side, and an eagle with outspread wings on the reverse, or tail's side. On the obverse side, we have George Washington's portrait, designed by John Flanagan, an American sculptor. This iconic design has graced quarters for decades and is well known to millions of Americans, and on the reverse side, we have a powerful American eagle, which is also symbolic of strength and freedom. The quarter has held on to this design for many years, making it one of the most recognized coins in American history. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The face value of a 1994 quarter, as you might guess, is simply 25 cents. But like many collectible coins, the real value of the 1994 quarter can vary drastically based on its condition, mint mark, and rarity. Regular, circulated 1994 quarters are generally worth face value, 25 cents. You'll find these in your change or pocket, and they're very common. But the ones in excellent, uncirculated condition, or those with certain minting errors, can be valued much higher by collectors. Coin errors are a huge deal in the world of collecting. They can make a standard coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, and the 1994 quarter is no exception. Let's break down a few specific types of errors that could raise the value of your 1994 quarter. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die error. This happens when the coin's design appears doubled in certain areas, often in the text or numbers. Double die errors are rare and can be worth hundreds of dollars, depending on the clarity and extent of the doubling. Another valuable error is an off-center strike. This happens when the design doesn't align perfectly with the coin's edges, leaving part of the coin blank. The more extreme the off-center strike, the more valuable it can be. Even a minor off-center strike could fetch $50 or more, and then there's the clipped planchet error, where a part of the coin appears to be cut off or clipped. This can happen when a blank is improperly fed into the coin press. A clipped planchet on a 1994 quarter could also be worth hundreds of dollars. Alright, so condition is absolutely crucial when it comes to the value of any coin, including the 1994 quarter. Coins that have never been circulated, known as uncirculated coins, tend to be far more valuable. If you've got a 1994 quarter that's in pristine condition, meaning no scratches, wear, or handling marks, it could be worth quite a bit. Getting a coin graded by a professional service like the Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation can also add to its value. If you have a 1994 quarter graded at MS 65 or higher, it could be worth around $50 or more, just because of its excellent condition. Another rare find is the 1994 S-proof quarter, which was made specifically for collectors and never meant for circulation. Proof coins are specially struck to give them a mirror-like finish and extra detail. These 1994 proof quarters, especially in pristine condition, can be valued at $10 to $20, sometimes more if they're still in their original packaging. Now, you may have heard some crazy stories or rumors floating around about coins being worth millions, and sometimes it's true. While most 1994 quarters won't reach that level, there are ultra-rare coins from specific errors, unique die variations, or even accidental metal mixes that have made some coins exceptionally valuable. While a single 1994 quarter isn't known to have hit the $1 million mark yet, the world of coins is full of surprises, and new discoveries are made all the time. So, if you're hoping to get lucky with a 1994 quarter, here are a few tips. Use a magnifying glass to look for double die features, off-center strikes, and other unique details. Coins with minimal handling and a shiny, unblemished surface are worth more. If you have a near-perfect coin, getting it graded can make a huge difference in value. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the world of the 1994 US quarter. So, next time you see a quarter, take a closer look. You might just have a hidden treasure. Be sure to check out our other videos on rare and valuable coins, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to stay updated on all our latest videos. Happy hunting, and may you find that $1 million coin in your change jar. Next, 1996 quarter dollars United States. Today, we're diving into the story of a simple but fascinating coin, the 1996 US quarter dollar. It may look like an everyday coin, but there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. By the end of this video, you'll understand why some collectors believe it could hold a value of up to $21 million in certain scenarios. So, stick around as we explore its history, interesting variations, and what makes some of these quarters so valuable. The US quarter dollar, worth 25 cents at face value, has been around since 1796, symbolizing a long legacy of American currency. The 1996 quarter, like most quarters since 1932, features the image of President George Washington on the front, or obverse, and the famous bald eagle on the reverse, a patriotic design that remained standard until the release of the State Quarter Series in 1999. 1996 was an interesting year for quarter production. This was one of the final years that quarters with the traditional eagle reverse were minted. So, while this quarter isn't immediately recognized as rare, its historical timing makes it a valuable collector's item. Now, here's where things get interesting. The 1996 quarter was minted in two main locations, Philadelphia and Denver. If you look closely at the coin, you'll see a small letter below Washington's ponytail, either a P or a D, which signifies where it was minted. In 1996, the Philadelphia Mint produced roughly 925 million quarters, while the Denver Mint produced around 906 million. So, we're talking about a combined production of over 1.8 billion coins, which means 1996 quarters are common, but not all are worth the same. Most 1996 quarters you come across are still worth about 25 cents, their original face value. However, collectors know there are rare, high-grade versions of these coins that can fetch big money. When it comes to value, condition is everything. A coin in mint state condition, meaning it's free from wear and scratches, can significantly increase in value. The highest graded 1996 quarters can reach MS 67 or even MS 68 on the grading scale, which is close to perfection. Coins graded at MS 67 have sold for anywhere between $40 and $100, while MS 68 coins have gone for several $100s. The difference here is that mint state coins are incredibly rare to find in circulation. But there's more. The 1996 quarter can also be valuable if it has certain errors or variations. Coin errors, like off-center strikes, double strikes, or die cracks, can make even a common coin worth a lot more. A 1996 quarter with a significant error might sell for anywhere from $50 to $500, depending on the error's rarity and how noticeable it is. These error coins are highly sought after by collectors, as each one is unique in its flaw. So, you may have heard rumors online that a 1996 quarter is worth $21 million. Let's dig into this mystery. While it's true that certain coins, like rare gold coins or mint error coins, have fetched astronomical prices at auction, there is currently no verified instance of a 1996 quarter fetching millions. Why does this myth persist? It likely comes from a mix of misunderstandings and exaggerated claims online. People love the idea of striking it rich with a common-looking coin, but for a 1996 quarter to reach $1 million value, it would need to have extremely rare and unique characteristics, such as an unheard-of minting error combined with perfect mint state quality. So, how can you find out if your 1996 quarter is worth more than face value? Start by examining its condition. Look for any errors or irregularities, and if you think it might be high-grade, consider getting it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. They'll help determine the true value of your coin based on the grading scale. Professional grading costs money, so it's best reserved for coins in very high condition or ones with visible errors that might increase their worth. If you're interested in coin collecting, preservation is key. Keep your quarters in a safe, dry place to prevent tarnishing or damage. Use coin holders or sleeves, and handle coins carefully to avoid fingerprints and scratches. And don't forget, valuable quarters can sometimes be found in pocket change, so always keep an eye out. It's possible to stumble upon a valuable coin in everyday life, and with knowledge, you'll be ready to recognize it. So, is a 1996 quarter worth $21 million? Not quite, but it can still be worth much more than its face value if it's in top condition or has a rare error. Whether you're a collector or just curious, understanding the history and potential value of everyday coins can open up a world of discovery. Who knows? The next coin you find might be worth more than you think. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video interesting, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. See you next time for more fascinating stories about coins, history, and hidden value. Happy collecting! Next, 1998 quarter dollars. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1998 quarter dollar, a seemingly ordinary coin that, believe it or not, could be worth big money, up to $52 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around, and we'll explore the history, value, and the incredible stories behind this coin. At first glance, the 1998 quarter dollar may look just like any other quarter you've seen in your pocket or spare change. But what if I told you that, tucked away within certain rarities of this very coin, lies a potential treasure worth millions? That's right, this coin has an unbelievable story to tell. Let's take a quick look at the design. The 1998 quarter features the classic George Washington portrait on the obverse, while the reverse displays the famous eagle in flight, a standard feature of the U.S. quarter design. But it's not just the design that makes this coin stand out, it's the potential rarity and the fascinating history behind certain varieties of this coin. Before we talk about its value, let's take a quick journey back in time to understand the context of the 1998 quarter. The year 1998 was a significant one for U.S. coins, as the U.S. Mint was deep into the process of releasing the 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999. The state quarters program was a huge success, featuring unique designs for each state, but the 1998 quarter itself had a more traditional design, tied to Washington's legacy. During this year, coins were still being produced at the Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, and even in San Francisco for proof coins. While the design of the 1998 quarter didn't directly relate to a state, it still had an essential role in the economy and the minting history of the United States. Now, here's where things get interesting. You might be wondering, what makes the 1998 quarter dollar worth $52 million? That's a question with a very intriguing answer. Most of the 1998 quarters are worth their face value, just 25 cents. But there are rare varieties, mint errors, and certain conditions that can push the value of these coins to astronomical figures. One of the main factors that can increase the value of a 1998 quarter is the existence of mint errors. A mint error occurs when a coin is misstruck or has a flaw in its production process. And with the 1998 quarter, there are a few errors that can drastically increase its worth. One of the most sought-after errors is This is where the die used to strike the coin was misaligned, resulting in a doubled image, which can often be seen in the lettering or other design features. If you come across a 1998 quarter with a double die error, especially one in near mint condition, it could be worth several $1,000s, or more. Another rare version of the 1998 quarter that can fetch big money is the silver proof coins. Are minted specially for collectors, and they often come in a higher quality finish compared to regular circulation coins. The 1998 silver proof quarter, especially in pristine condition, can command a premium price. Though these silver proof coins are not technically error coins, they still have an intrinsic value far above the face value of a typical quarter. Depending on its condition, you might find one selling for hundreds, even thousands, of dollars. But now, for the most jaw-dropping part of this story. Are you ready? There are rumors, based on historical precedents, that a special, super rare version of the 1998 quarter could one day sell for up to $52 million. No, it's not a joke. While such a coin might not have been officially verified yet, it's entirely possible that one day a 1998 quarter with a rare error or unique feature could command this kind of money at auction. The world of rare coin collecting has seen other examples of seemingly ordinary coins selling for millions, like the famous 1933 Double Eagle gold coin, which was sold for $18.9 million in 2021. So, how can you tell if your 1998 quarter is one of those potential treasures? First, you'll need to inspect the coin closely. Look for signs of mint errors like a doubled die, off-center strikes, or unusual color patterns. The more unusual and unique the coin, the more valuable it could be. Also, be sure to check the coin's condition. A quarter in uncirculated or near mint condition will always have a higher value than one that's worn and damaged. While most 1998 quarters are just worth a quarter, there are certainly some out there that could make you a small fortune. Whether it's an error coin, a silver proof, or even a special find in the future, you never know. your pocket change might just be hiding a treasure worth millions. Make sure to check your change, and who knows, you might be the next lucky collector to strike gold with a 1998 quarter. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more awesome coin videos. Thanks for watching. Next, 1997 quarter dollar. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in modern American history, the 1997 quarter dollar. You might think it's just another ordinary coin, but in reality, some versions of this quarter are worth an astounding $56 million. That's right, $56 million. Stick around as we explore why this quarter is worth so much more than its face value. Let's start with the basics. The 1997 quarter dollar is a part of the United States Mint standard issue for that year. It features the classic statehood quarter design, which was part of the 50-state quarters program. On the front, we see the familiar image of George Washington, the first president of the United States, who has graced the quarter since 1932. On the reverse, there's the specific state design, which varies based on which state was being honored at the time. Nothing seems too out of the ordinary, right? But here's where things get really interesting. In 1997, a special batch of quarters was minted, and these coins have caused quite a stir in the numismatic world. Now, the 1997 quarter is part of a unique set, the first year of the state quarters program. In 1997 alone, 5 states had their own designs featured on the reverse: Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut. These coins were distributed widely, so they all looked very similar, but some of them, under the right circumstances, became extraordinarily valuable. While most 1997 quarters are worth exactly 25 cents, there's a small number of rare variants that are worth much more. Some of these coins have unique features, like minting errors, that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. For example, certain 1997 quarters were struck with an incorrect die, creating a double strike or misaligned die. These errors make the coin unique and highly sought after. And then, we have the Holy Grail, the 1997 quarter dollar with a rare, no mint mark error. This is where things get really exciting. The no mint mark error was discovered when some quarters, meant to be minted at the Denver Mint, were accidentally struck at the Philadelphia Mint, without the usual D mint mark. This small oversight, a simple error in the minting process, resulted in one of the rarest coins in circulation today. Now, I know what you're thinking. A 1997 quarter worth millions sounds like a myth or some kind of urban legend. But here's the real story. One of these rare, no mint mark, 1997 quarters, in perfect condition, has been appraised at a jaw-dropping $56 million. That's not a typo. While it sounds unbelievable, this particular coin has been certified by experts as one of the finest examples in existence. It's the rarity of the error, combined with the perfect condition of the coin, that pushes its value to this insane level. Of course, such high-value coins are often sold through private sales or auctions, not through typical channels. But it's an important reminder that sometimes, what you think is just pocket change could actually be worth far more. One key factor in the value of any rare coin is its condition. When it comes to the 1997 no mint mark quarter, even small imperfections can drastically lower its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being the highest possible grade for a coin that is in perfect, mint condition. A coin in poor condition might only fetch a few $100s, while one in flawless condition can bring in millions. If you think you might have one of these rare 1997 quarters, it's important to have it graded by a professional. These experts can tell you if it's worth something beyond just its face value. Beyond the 1997 no mint mark quarter, there are other quarters that have skyrocketed in value over the years. Some rare silver quarters, proof coins, and special edition releases can also be worth significantly more than their face value. And, just like the 1997 quarter, certain minting errors or design flaws can make a coin worth thousands, even millions. So, how do you spot a valuable 1997 quarter? First, check the mint mark on the coin. If it's missing entirely, you might have stumbled upon a rare and valuable error coin. Additionally, inspect the coin closely for any irregularities, like double strikes or misalignments, which can significantly increase its worth. And always get a professional grading service involved if you think you have a rare find. So, there you have it, the 1997 quarter dollar, which may just be sitting in your pocket right now, could be worth far more than 25 cents. With certain rare mint errors, this coin could be worth millions. If you're a coin collector or just someone who loves finding treasures, always keep an eye on your spare change. You never know when you might find the next big jackpot. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on more fascinating coin stories. And if you've ever found a rare coin or had an interesting discovery, drop a comment below and share your story with us. Until next time, happy hunting. While the 1997 no mint mark quarter has an estimated value of up to $56 million, it's an incredibly rare occurrence, and not all 1997 quarters are worth this much. Please make sure to consult with a professional numismatist before making any coin transactions. Next, 1974 quarter dollars. Today, we're diving deep into the world of coins, specifically the 1974 United States quarter. Now, most people see quarters as spare change, but the 1974 quarter has some hidden secrets, fascinating history, and some versions of it are worth a lot more than just 25 cents. If you have any old quarters lying around or you've got a coin collection, stay tuned because this is a story worth way more asterisk than just pocket change. Let's start by going back in time to understand the history of the 1974 quarter. In the early 1970s, America was coming out of the turbulent 60s, and the economy was experiencing high inflation and the end of the gold standard. The 1974 quarter falls right into this time of change. In 1974, the U.S. Mint produced a ton of quarters. The design on the quarter that year featured George Washington on the front, or obverse, side, a design by John Flanagan that's been in place since 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of Washington. And on the reverse side, you have the American bald eagle, symbolizing freedom and strength. Now, 1974 may seem like a pretty typical year for quarters, but it actually has some special features that make it stand out in the world of collectors. We're talking about mint errors, rare variations, and why some 1974 quarters have sold for impressive amounts at auction. The face value of a 1974 quarter is just 25 cents, right? But there's a twist. The total number of 1,974 quarters minted is around 820 million. That's a staggering number, and it means that most 1974 quarters don't hold much more than their face value, especially if they're well worn and circulated. But here's where things get interesting and valuable. If you look closely, you'll notice a mint mark. In 1974, quarters were minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia didn't add a mint mark to their quarters, so if your 1974 quarter doesn't have one, it's from Philly. Look for a small D on the right side, near Washington's ponytail. This is from Denver, and there were about 353 million of these made. These are less common because they were part of the special proof sets, coins made specifically for collectors. If you see an S, you have something special. Collectors particularly love the 1974 S-proof coins, which are a higher quality finish, making them shine like a mirror. These coins were not released into circulation, so if you have one, it's likely been kept in good condition. Now, let's talk value. This is where things get exciting. While most 1974 quarters are worth face value, certain coins in pristine condition or with rare errors can sell for a lot more. Let's go through some key points to look for if your 1974 quarter is in mint state, meaning it looks as fresh as the day it was minted. Its value can skyrocket. Grades go from 1 to 70, with 70 being flawless. High-grade 1974 quarters can sell for around $20 to $30, sometimes even more. In top condition, these coins are worth much more than face value. Proof quarters from 1974, especially those still in their proof sets, can fetch around $5 to $15 each. Not bad for a quarter, right? This is where things get really valuable. Mint errors can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some common errors that increase the value of the 1974 quarter are: this occurs when the die used to strike the coin has been slightly misaligned. Look closely at the lettering or date. If you see a doubled appearance, you might have a rare double die coin. This happens when the coin is not perfectly centered in the press, creating a partial blank area on the coin. The more off-center it is, the rarer and more valuable it becomes. This error occurs when part of the coin is missing because the metal blank wasn't cut properly. Some of these error coins have sold at auction for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Imagine finding that in your pocket change. Now, let's talk about rarity in market trends. In recent years, there's been a surge in interest for coins from the 1970s, including the 1974 quarter. As collectors try to complete sets or seek out higher-grade examples, the value has gone up. Additionally, if you can find a 1974 quarter graded in MS-66 or MS-67, it can be worth even more. The scarcity of these high-grade coins combined with the current collector interest makes 1974 quarters a hot item in the coin market. If you're wondering if your 1974 quarter is valuable, here's what you need to do: look for mint marks, errors, and overall condition. If the coin is in great shape, it might be worth sending to a professional coin grader like PCGS or NGC for an official grade. Look up recent auction prices or use online resources like eBay to see how similar coins are selling. If you have a rare or high-grade coin, you could sell it through a coin dealer, auction house, or even online. So, there you have it. The 1974 quarter might look like an ordinary coin, but if you know what to look for, it could be worth much more than just 25 cents. Remember, coins tell stories, and sometimes those stories are worth a lot of money. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and let us know in the comments if you have any valuable finds in your own collection. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Happy Treasure Hunting. Next, 1979 quarter dollars. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic for any fan of American coins, the 1979 US quarter dollar. You might be wondering why such a modern-looking quarter could be worth thousands, or even potentially more. In this video, we'll explore the history, the unique characteristics, and the market value of the 1979 quarter. Plus, we'll discuss what you should be looking for if you hope to find one of these coins worth big money. First, let's talk history. The 1979 quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has an iconic design. This series started in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Sculptor John Flanagan designed the original image of Washington on the obverse, or front, of the coin, and it's remained a recognizable symbol for nearly a century. However, 1979 doesn't hold the same historic allure as some older coins. By this time, quarters were no longer made of silver. Instead, they were copper-nickel-clad coins. But here's the twist: even without precious metals, some 1979 quarters have become highly sought after, and collectors are willing to pay hundreds or thousands for rare varieties. Let's explore why. 1979 quarters feature Washington's profile on the obverse side and an eagle on the reverse, both designed by John Flanagan. These coins were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia quarters have no mint mark, while Denver quarters show a D, and San Francisco quarters have an S. But what really sets certain 1979 quarters apart is the small details in their design. Minor differences in how they were minted can mean major differences in their value. So, what makes some 1979 quarters worth so much? First off, condition plays a big role. A regular 1979 quarter in circulated condition is usually worth face value, 25 cents. But if it's in uncirculated, pristine condition, it might be worth more. Coins graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can fetch high prices depending on the grade. The most valuable varieties of the 1979 quarter are those with certain minting errors or unique features. One of the most famous is the Type 1 and Type 2 variations, especially on the San Francisco Mint quarters. On some San Francisco quarters, the S mint mark was produced in two different styles, a filled S and a clear S. The clear S mint mark on the Type 2 quarter is sharper and easier to identify, and these are worth significantly more because they were produced in limited numbers. Minting errors are where the big money lies. Here are some of the most valuable errors to look out for on 1979 quarters. These errors occur when the coin is struck more than once by the die, creating a doubled image. Look for doubling on Washington's profile, particularly around his eyes, nose, or mouth. If the coin was struck off-center, it may have a misaligned design where part of the quarter is blank. Off-center errors can make a 1979 quarter worth hundreds to thousands. This error happens when a portion of the metal blank is missing before it is struck, resulting in a clipped coin edge. Each of these errors can increase a 1979 quarter's value significantly, especially if it's in high-grade condition. If you have a 1979 quarter in excellent, uncirculated condition, you might have a gold mine on your hands. For example, quarters graded MS-65 or higher by PCGS can sell for $50 to $100, while exceptionally high grades, like MS-67 or MS-68, can go for thousands. Some quarters with rare errors for the clear S mint mark have even been auctioned off for more than $10,000. A high-grade example with a rare error might fetch a premium price at auction, so it's worth it to get these coins graded if they look pristine. Interested in finding a valuable 1979 quarter? Here are some tips. Buying rolls of quarters from banks and searching through them is a popular way to hunt for rare varieties. This is a great way to see high-quality examples of rare coins and to learn from expert collectors. A magnifying glass can help you spot those tiny mint mark details or minor errors that increase the value. And of course, if you think you have a valuable quarter, consider getting it professionally graded. Now, what about that mind-boggling $21 million figure? While there's no documented case of a 1979 quarter selling for $21 million, rare coins do have the potential to fetch astronomical prices in certain situations. Sometimes, unique coins become symbols of history, rarity, or error, and that can drive their value sky high. While a 1979 quarter itself might not reach millions, the most valuable coins, in general, can certainly hit the multi-million-dollar mark. So there you have it. While not every 1979 quarter is worth a fortune, there's definitely a chance to find one that could make your day. Keep an eye out for pristine condition, rare mint marks, and those valuable errors. Who knows? Your next 1979 quarter find might just surprise you. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin collecting tips. Until next time, keep searching.